Hi, hello, and welcome to Barnesville, Minnesota. We're here back at Barnesville High School, having a back-to-back triple header of basketball here for the Barnesville boys Trojans team. Taking on the Breckenridge Cowboys today. Got a little JV action going on here in this gym. Going on also on Magnitude, we have the C-Squad game between these two sides. Going on in the other gym, that game also tips off in about a minute or two. Looking at a 6 o'clock tip-off time for both of these games. And of course, as always, we're going to be bringing you coverage of the varsity game between these two sides right after this game as well. Should be a fun one. These two teams always seem to put on a show whenever they get together, and I get the feeling that tonight is going to be no exception here. Taking a look at the clock, looking at less than a minute now before tip-off. Looks like see some of the Barnesville players getting some final shots up. Also could see some of the Breckenridge Cowboys huddle up talking with their coach over this one. Been a busy time for sure for us here at Magnitude Sports. Got some other things going on tonight as well on Magnitude, and of course you can feel free to check out our coverage of the boys EDC tournament, boys and girls I should say. We're going to be bringing you coverage of both the championship games as well as state qualifiers. Going to be a jam-packed weekend of basketball, and what better way to kick it off? The classic little rivalry game we got going right here, Trojans and Cowboys. Sounds like the plot of a movie almost, but instead of battling out in something like, I don't know, a bizarro Back to the Future setting, we've got the hardwood. And it looks like we're about ready to get underway here. 14-minute halves here for the JV game. And players are heading out here, starting lineups for both these teams, getting ready for the opening tip. Looks like it's going to be 40 versus 40. Landon Blafus versus Wyatt Suter for the jump ball. And we're underway here at Barnesville High School, the JV game between Barnesville and Breckenridge. Breckenridge starting off with the ball after the one opening tip. Ripped away. Blafus going on his way up there. It's going to be going out of bounds, so it's going to stay here with Breckenridge. And they'll get an inbound underneath the basket. Off that inbound, the Cowboys working the ball around the perimeter. Open three up and in. Nice start for the Cowboys from beyond the arc. One up and one down, and give that three-pointer to, I believe, Jack Johnson. I'm looking at my roster. We have a whistle blowing there, signifying a stoppage in play. Looks like we're going to have our first foul of the game here, going to be going against Barnesville. And Zach Bredman, the guilty party. That three just short right there. Nice offensive rebound. Second effort, and that three's up and in from Johnson. So how about the start for him? 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. He's got 6 points, and it's 6-0 in favor of the Cowboys. Nice feed inside from Inninger to Suter. There's Barnesville's first bucket of the night. Johnson again. Wow. Boy, we talk about it's having some nice weather outside, really heating up. Well, it's really heating up in this gym as well, too. 3 straight three-pointers. Count them all for Jack Johnson. And, man, he's been shooting lights out so far. He's got all 9 for Breckenridge. That pass over the head of Bredman. Nice save by him. Bredman able to get a shot off there. It was a difficult shot to say the least. And it looks like it's going to be back in the hands of the Cowboys. How about the move down low right there from Alex Ohm? Now 11-2. How about the hot start for Breckenridge in this one? Nearly out to a double-digit lead already. It looks like Barnesville's going to be making a substitution. Good board right there by Inninger. That one just off the mark right there, and Breckenridge bench would have exploded had Johnson put that one in. And it looks like they're going to get an offensive foul called right there. Nice pass there by Inninger. He's had a few pretty passes already in this game, but they say wave it off and give it to the hands of the Cowboys. Substitution here, looks like Braden Bredman coming in for the Trojans. Looks like we're gonna have another foul here. That one gonna be going against Zach Bredman, so that's foul number 2 for Barnesville. Foul number 3, excuse me, foul number 2 for Bredman. Nice defensive effort there by Suter to swat that one out. They were looking for Landon Blaufus down low. Blaufus. Blaufus has it stolen away for the moment, and it looks like it's going to go and be retained in the hands of the Trojans there. Nice defensive possession for them. Suter the offensive board. Looks like a long 2 there. Nice patience right there on the pump fake. Drawing the foul, that's Alex Sanchez, the masked man. Reminds me sort of Rip Hamilton back on the Pistons. Love seeing that. Rip Hamilton, Tyler Hansbrough, Kyrie Irving wore a mask at one point, LeBron. A lot of great players. Suppose in today's day and age of COVID, they're all wearing masks. Tough take inside, getting his own board. Here's Johnson for 3, and Johnson puts it in again. 4 three-pointers very early on, about 5 minutes into the game for Jack Johnson. He is feeling it right now. Timeout called on the floor. We're going to take a timeout as well. 14-2 your score. Cowboys on top. We'll be right back.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. OSPTI, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Welcome back to Barnesville. 14-2 your score right now, and Jack Johnson has turned this game upside down. He's eaten like banana pancakes. 9:04 on the clock here in this first half. And just a hot start overall for the Cowboys, but especially Jack Johnson. Talk about 4 3-pointers. He's got 12 points, not even 5 minutes into this game. Red hot out there. Coming out of this timeout now, let's see what the Trojans have drawn up. They could really use a bucket right here to stop the bleeding. Nice dive for the ball right there. Looks like they're going to rule it off of a Cowboy, though, so a bit of a tough break right there. You love to see the hustle. Suppose regardless it was going to be out of bounds, so good effort there to try and save it. As they try and feed inside to Inninger. Foul's going to be called. And that's going to be the first foul on Breckenridge here in this first half. It's on the ground, so we'll have an inbound underneath the basket. And that's a 3 from Bredman, so that could be a shot in the arm right there for Barnesville, getting a 3-pointer of their own. And it's back to a 3-possession game here, single deficit, 5-14. Johnson in the corner again, why not? That one a bit long. Rebound goes out to Carson Hagen. Nice take right there by Inninger. They'll get the foul drawn there. And we're going to have our first trip to the free throw line here for either team. And it's going to be Tate Inninger going to the line, shooting 2 off that blocking foul. Second foul on Colin Roberts. Inninger Kansas first. And he got the second as well, so a nice trip to the free throw line right there for Tate Inninger. 2 for 2. Nice pass there from Johnson. He'll get it back. Catch and shoot there, just a little bit long. Battle for the rebound, going to be won by Bredman. And they're going to say another offensive foul, so I believe that's now 2 offensive fouls called here on the Trojans. Usually they're the ones you talk about. I sound like a broken record saying this, but they draw a lot of charges. A little bit of a flipping of the script, if you will, here. Trojans done a good job cutting this to the lead, though. Only a 7-point game now. Nearly an over and back, but a nice job to keep his feet in and save it. Actually, I stand corrected. That ball might have actually taken a deflection, so might have been safe either way, but can never be too sure, that's for certain. Johnson straightaway 3. Got it! 15 now here in the first half for Johnson. I believe he's 5 for 7 from beyond the arc, too. I mean, that's a game's worth right there. Inninger will try and answer, and he got it. Great answer, back-to-back threes. And this game's starting to heat up a little bit. Johnson open in the corner, rattling in and out. And Barnesville's coach not pleased right there, giving Johnson that much of an opening in the corner. I mean, certainly the way he's been shooting so far, I don't think you can afford to give him an inch of space out there. He's just been dynamic as that one's blocked away. In transition, taking it all the way to the hoop and in. Good take right there for Gavin Peterson. That's his first 2 on the night, and it's a 10-19 game in favor of the Cowboys. Feed inside, Bredman off the glass. So these offenses starting to heat up. Look at that full court, I should say full court, about 3/4 of a court pass there off the inbound. Breckenridge going fast. Scramble for the ball right there. Players diving all around. That one is nearly saved. It looks like they're going to say that it was off of Alex Ohm there. Substitution looks like Sanchez is going to be coming back into the game for the Cowboys as well. Nice steal right there. Johnson ripping it away from Inninger. And Inninger with a strong first half, drawing a lot of attention down low from this Breckenridge D. Johnson for three. Off the mark right there, tipped. Nearly boarded by Sanchez. Looks like he was just trying to tip it to his teammate right there. Unfortunately, no one there for him. Definitely a good idea, though, if you can't grab it cleanly, just tip it and hope for the best. Almost like a tip drill in football there. But alas, it's going to be Trojan basketball here. That three rattles in and out. Looks to be off of the foot of Bredman there. So this ball is going to be going the other way. 5:13 here, and a great first half of basketball. Loving the intensity and tempo between these two teams. And that one's stolen away nearly. Breckenridge catching a break there. It will be stolen away eventually, though. Baker with it. Down low, Robideau gonna draw a foul. So now team foul number 3 on the Cowboys here. Robideau's first is good. Alex Ohm coming back into the game for Breckenridge. Robideau's second just off the mark there. Taking it all the way to the hoop. Nice take right there from Carson Hagen. Quickly going the other way. There's Sanchez trying to go up and in. But he's going to draw a foul, it looks like. They'll get a push. So one more, and Breckenridge will be in the bonus here in this first half, as Barnesville's at 16 fouls, and Sanchez is going to go to the line and shoot 2. First one up and in. Now 20 points on the night for Breckenridge. 5-point game here, chance to make it 6. Which he does. Nice free throw shooting right there from Sanchez. Nice passing in transition right there. Alex Ohm there for the bucket. How about the cut from Ohm as well? Just great team basketball there on that fast break. Robideau driving into the paint right there. Bodies colliding. Referee going to be saying that's going to be going against Breckenridge. Alex Ohm picking up the foul there. Baker working down low, trying to get it into Inninger. Just couldn't quite thread the needle there. Robideau down low, nice footwork. An easy layup for him. Just a 6-point game on our hands here as we near that 3-minute mark. And there's a charge right there. Johnny Robideau taking the charge. That ball's going to be going the other way, and there you go. That's another Barnesville charge TM. .254 remaining in this first half of basketball. 17-23 your score. Cowboys on top. Off the steal, looks like they're going to get a foul. So that's going to be team foul number 7. Going to be putting the Cowboys in the bonus here. And shooting a 1-and-1 is going to be Alex Ohm. Ohm off the mark there. Rebound going out to Robideau. Robideau in a tough spot there down low and taking probably a smart way out right there. Just fire it off your defender, have it go out of bounds. So Barnesville will get the reset off an inbound and keep possession. They'll feed it back to Robideau. Looked like a Cowboy got their hands on it, doesn't matter. Robideau too strong going up with it. Nice bucket for him. Trying to go fast the other way. That layup just off the mark. 3-pointer on the way. That one missing as well. Another offensive board there. Alex Ohm with a nice display on the offensive glass. Going to be team foul number 8. They're going to get a push there on, I believe, Aaron Baker. So 2 shots coming for Alex Ohm at the line. Actually, 1-and-1, excuse me. Which is off the mark. Baker trying to kick it out right there, just not quite on the same page as Suter. And so with 2:07 left, Cowboys going to get the ball back and a chance to extend their lead. One that Barnesville's really done a good job chipping into here. Look at that hot start that the Cowboys had. Looking at a double-digit deficit at one point, but Barnesville have clawed their way back in. Nearly an offensive putback right there. That one off the mark. Straightaway 3, no good. Rebound there by Lafus. A couple of second chance opportunities there on that possession. Cowboy hitting the deck hard there. That is Colin Roberts. Looks like they're going to get a defensive foul called there. It's going to be foul number 9, and that's the second on Aaron Baker. Roberts hitting his first of the 1-and-1. So he'll have one more to come. Back to a 2-possession game here with a chance, a 2-possession game already, but a chance to make it a 6-point game here. Which he does. Suter kicking out. Robideau corner 3. Bit too much mustard on that one. Battle for the rebound going to be won by the Cowboys. Here they come in transition. Nice effort right there to tip that pass. Looked like they had an opening in the corner. But a great job by Barnesville to hustle back on defense and tip that away. That one's stolen away right there. Feed inside to Suter off the mark. Nice move right there. How about the footwork down low? Landed Blafus. We are just under a minute remaining now in this first half. 27-19 your score with Breckenridge leading. Grabbing the rebound there off that corner three. Now with half a minute remaining, let's see what Barnesville has drawn up here. Iniger trying a three, that would have been too strong. Nice offensive board, Robideau. Back to Iniger, taking it inside. Hitting the deck hard right there, and I think they're gonna say offensive foul. So there you go, that's offensive foul number 3 here on Barnesville. And with 9 seconds left, 9.9. Cowboys gonna be getting the ball back. Looks like they're having fixing the scoreboard clock here. Looks like a second or two ticked off by accident. It looked like it was at 9.9. Went down to 7.4, so I'm sure they'll get that resolved, and then we'll probably see one final possession here in this first half. And now it says 9 minutes, which I'm sure that's not the case. I can't give them too hard of a time. I've certainly had my fair share of difficulties working this scoreboard on here before too, if I say so myself. And now it's reset to exactly 9 seconds. So it looks like 9 seconds on the clock here. Probably time for one final shot here for the Cowboys. That one's stolen away. Like they had a chance for a layup there at the buzzer. Ball going out of bounds, so one final inbound and maybe a heave right here. Looks like Breckenridge gonna call a timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. Be right back after this.
When is the last time you reviewed your insurance coverages? Are you sure they are keeping pace with things in your life that may have changed? Now more than ever, it is important that you have the right coverages in place. Your local State Farm agent, Amanda Frederick, is here to help answer your insurance questions and provide a free comparison to your current policies and coverages. She has a fully licensed and local team ready to assist. Stop in or call for a free policy comparison. State Farm agent Amanda Frederick, proud to support Cowboy and Cowgirl athletics.
Alrighty, back now out of that timeout. 1.8 seconds showing here on the clock. Maybe chance for one final heave. Try and see what kind of play Breckenridge has drawn up out of this timeout. They'll get it into Johnson, who heaves a half quarter. That one falling just short. I mean, he was certainly the man to do it right there. Talk about 5 3-pointers in the first half for him. Electric start here, electric start in general to this game. We've got a great game on our hands right now. Halftime score 27-19. We're gonna take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll bring you a quick little halftime show and get you the action here in this second half as well here on Magnitude Sports.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, Building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & Sea stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Davies working left to right. They set up Van Dam with the two-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Hayes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back three, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
When is the last time you reviewed your insurance coverages? Are you sure they are keeping pace with things in your life that may have changed? Now more than ever, it is important that you have the right coverages in place. Your local State Farm agent, Amanda Frederick, is here to help answer your insurance questions and provide a free comparison to your current policies and coverages. She has a fully licensed and local team ready to assist. Stop in or call for a free policy comparison. State Farm agent Amanda Frederick, proud to support Cowboy and Cowgirl athletics.
Alrighty, welcome back to Barnesville High School here at halftime right now. Taking a look at your halftime score. 27-19, the Breckenridge Cowboys up on top of the Barnesville Trojans. Thanks to some hot shooting from, and I'll say this with the disclaimer, I believe it is Jack Johnson. My roster does not have a number 10 showing on the JV team, but it does have Jack Johnson as number 10 on the varsity team. So I'm operating under the assumption that that is Jack Johnson. I apologize if it's not. Try and resolve that for sure. But regardless, hot shooting all around from Breckenridge here in the first half. Definitely a great start. You look at 27 points at halftime. That's certainly not bad. And if you're Barnesville, well, you've done a great job hanging in there so far. You look at, they've battled back. You're looking at that. We're looking at around, I believe, an 11-point deficit at one point. They've trimmed into that a little bit. It is now do some quick math, an 8-point deficit. So certainly nothing to be too concerned about. Talk about they got on a good run there at the end as well. They were starting to hit them. They hit a few three-pointers of their own as well. So we should be in for more of the same here in the second half, I'd have to imagine. Really impressed by the pace of play between these two teams. A lot of times when you look at JV games compared to varsity games, well, the speed of the game is just a lot different. You notice a big jump, but I'm not really seeing that here. I think both these teams are definitely talented enough in their own right where they can play this fast. I think we've seen that on full display here in this first half. Should be a very fun second half as well. Going to promote some magnitude now, as we always like to do. We've got our brand new website, msportsnet.com. You can visit the stories button on our website for any related magnitude story that you might have missed. Written game recaps, highlights, and any other content, news stories related to magnitude can be found there. And the most recent news stories are going to be found at the homepage. But if you want to see any magnitude story ever written, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Every magnitude story ever, just click on the stories button and you can view all the past stories as well. A few of them have been written by yours truly. And there's a lot of great stuff on there if you're just looking to get your magnitude sports fixed. Speaking of online, you can just feel free to check us out online in general. We're very technologically savvy here at Magnitude Sports. You can see all of our social media handles plugged in down below, as well as our website, msportsnet.com. Beautiful brand new website that we got launched about 2 months ago now. Definitely very aesthetically pleasing, very easy to use. A lot of great features on there. One of the great features on there is the game schedule. Our current and most accurate broadcast schedule can be found on our website. Just go to our website and click on schedule. List view will pop up by default, but simply click on day, week, or month to sort it. You can also sort by, that's for the next segment. Get a little ahead of myself there. You can also click on the DVD navigation bar to order a DVD copy of your favorite Magnitude game broadcast. Just fill out all the requested info and send it in to us, and we'll get cracking on making you a DVD of any broadcast that you please that says it is available. And taking a look at our schedule, obviously we've got our triple header going on right now. Barnesville and Breckenridge going to be having the JV game wrapping up here, and after that we'll have the varsity game taking place here on the gym. We've also got the C game going on in the other gym if you're looking for that. And then looking ahead to March 6th tomorrow, going to be a super Saturday of basketball. Going to be covering all 6 of the EDC games going on tomorrow. Taking a look at some of them, we've got Grand Forks Red River, versus Cheyenne. Girls basketball EDC qualifier. Devils Lake versus West Fargo. Girls basketball state qualifier. Fargo Davies versus Shanley. The EDC Girls Championship going to be taking place at 1:30. At 4:30, Shanley versus Fargo North for a boys basketball EDC game, state qualifier in that one as well. And then the West Fargo versus Wapaton boys state qualifier. Then capping it all off, as it looks like it got cut off there, but
it's Fargo Davies versus Cheyenne. There you go, in the boys championship.
I'd like to welcome my partner Mike Mason here. He's going to be joining me in the second half. Going to be doing a little bit of color commentary.
I was waiting for you to welcome me in, but then you got the schedule cut off, so I figured that was a good time to jump in. So
right on. And then, go ahead.
That's actually a rematch of last year's EDC championship game that we had on Magnitude as well. So Fargo Davies and Cheyenne, they've met 6 times on Magnitude, and the series record is 3 for Davies and 3 for Cheyenne. So that best of 7 series will conclude tomorrow night with the winner of that one. So
it's like a Game 7 championship wrapped up all in one right there. A lot of people think that could have very well been the matchup of the state tournament championship last year had that taken place as well. So should be a great game on our hands there. I got to tell you, all of us, our Magnitude, are pumped for that one. You can also check out the broadcast archive on our website. Just go to Archive Library, click on the On-Demand button. If you scroll to the bottom, you can filter by boys or girls as well as sport. Makes it a lot easier to find it. And, of course, just look for the word yes if the game is available to be purchased on DVD. Looks like we're about ready to get the second half started up here as the clock is counting down now towards 14 seconds and counting. 27-19 your score right now, Breckenridge on top. But that could always change in an instant based on the way this game has gone. Been a bit of a back-and-forth seesaw affair. A lot of fast-paced basketball. Should be in for a great second half as the buzzer sounds. looks like we're about ready to get going here as players heading back out onto the floor.
Well, I appreciate you, Eric, taking that first half as I had to run the B freshman C team game, whichever. I think Breckenridge calls it the C team and Barnesville calls it the freshman team. So whatever you want to label it as, I was over there helping out until our other guy who helps us out with those games normally needed a little bit more time to get here today. So thank you for handling the first half duties, Eric. Certainly appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Breckenridge in the white, going from right to left. Purple for Barnesville, and for like the one person watching that doesn't know that, now you know. So
can never be too sure. Nice rebound right there by Bredman. Look at the box out by him down low.
And I wrote him into our varsity roster tonight just in case he sneaks in like he did last night against Moorhead. So won't get caught off guard by that. But, yeah, I don't know how much Bredman played in the first half, but Breckenridge really has to keep their eyes on him because he can pop the three-pointer. I was, matter of fact, speaking of three-pointers, I was talking to Breckenridge head coach Stephen Lipp, the son of a good friend of mine, Raleigh Lipp, and he told me that Jack Johnson's 5 threes that he had in the first half, he had 9 against Perham about a week or two ago, and if he gets 4 more in this game, he'll tie it. 5 more, he'll break that record.
Wow.
And that'd be a school record for sub-varsity three-pointers in a game, according to head coach Stephen Lipp. So,
well, based on the way he's been shooting the basketball, it certainly wouldn't shock me. Look at, I think those 5 came on his first 6 three-point attempts as well. I think he's shooting either 5 for 7 or 5 for 8. So he doesn't just have a lot, but at a very high percentage as well.
Nice strong move to the basket there by, that was Aaron Baker. But no go, and Baker tried to pickpocket, but Breckenridge will maintain possession of the ball until now. Bredman up to Baker, check that, Baker.
This is what we've been seeing a lot of. You talk about the back and forth of this game. Teams just, as soon as they get the ball, they're going. And that's certainly been the trend so far. Been really one of the stories of this game.
Out of bounds there. Well, I'm not trying to take the story away from you. I'm just adding what I've heard, what I've discovered to your story. So. I believe we are, 3-4 minutes into this half now, and neither team has scored in this half, I don't think.
Yeah, can't get the glass off the rim quite yet, it seems to be.
Little spin move there, and that's a nice shot. Zach Bredman knocking it down.
Well, that's certainly a great way to get going right there. Highlight reel play right there. Maybe that'll get the team energized.
You know, for Barnesville, especially if they get a bucket on this possession here, that bucket by Bredman to cut it to a 6-point lead just might be enough to start a rally here for Barnesville, but we'll see as they'll go to the free throw line on that foul.
And free throws would be certainly an excellent way to do it as well. You look at Breckenridge able to get into the bonus fairly early on here in this first half, but it's Barnesville drawing the first foul of the second half.
And that was a nice form there by Wyatt Suter on that free throw. He just put it up there, and it was one of those swishes that it almost didn't touch the net when it went through the net. I love seeing those shots.
Just a beautiful sight right there, textbook form by him.
You get 1 of 2, and then you get to keep the ball there off the offensive rebound, and a nice job there by Baker to get it off the leg of a Cowboy player to keep possession of the ball for Barnesville.
That's the second time we've seen something like that today, where they're just getting it off the leg, and certainly been working as they've gotten the ball back both times, and I believe they scored off that time they did it in the first half as well.
Three-pointer, wow. That is nice. That's a good three-pointer there for Aaron Baker, and I mean, it can't get more perfect than that one. I think they just did. Breckenridge is going to take a charge here, I believe. Yep.
All the momentum in the world right now with Barnesville. They've been Talk about a slow start to the first half for both these teams. You mentioned it was like 2 or 3 minutes without a point, but now going to the line, getting a few free throws in there, hitting that 3, and then taking a charge. And Barnesville's bench into it right now. They're down 2, but it feels like they're up 2.
And sorry, Eric, I'm just writing down some notes here, so I didn't mean to be silent there. Eric, and for all those watching, for my apologies. 10:34 to go here.
No worries. Sometimes you just got to let the game do the talking.
Well, if the game can talk for a couple more moments here, I might be ready by the time we're tied at 27. But 27-25 at the moment.
I get the feeling you might be onto something right there. Let's see what Barnesville has drawn up on this possession. It's a nice steal right there. We've seen a lot of steals in this game so far on both ends. Both these teams really taking pride in their defense, and it's showing. Looks like we're going to have a substitution as well. Looks like Braden Bredman going to be coming into the game. In for Carson Hagen. Well, there's a 3 from Johnson right there. That's exactly what Breckenridge was looking for, and count up now 3, number 6. So he's closing in on that mark right there. He's got 3 to go to tie 4 for a record. We could be seeing history here today.
And I want to give a special thanks to Coach Stephen Litt, because how often do you get inside information on a JV game? You know?
Absolutely, yeah.
That is just awesome to know that stuff. Usually, there's a nice bucket there. But when I first started doing sub-varsity games, you went into it with 3 players wearing jersey number 2 and 4 players wearing jersey number 12, and it's just like, are you serious? And now the jersey number problem has worked itself out in 99% of the cases, but. No, it's certainly, we've had a couple C-team games on Magnitude Sports go to overtime. We've had plenty of JV games come down to the wire, if not go to overtime, or be like a 2-3 point difference in the final score. And you just never know, like, how these sub-varsity games are going to play out. It's kind of like, and I'm not trying to compare varsity to NBA, but if varsity high school basketball was NBA, then C and JV is like college basketball. And I don't know about you, Eric, and I don't know about most of the people watching, but I could take a wild guess and say there are probably more people that appreciate college basketball than they do pro basketball. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to start a controversy or get a thumbs down on the video for saying that, but the point of the matter is these sub-varsity games can be a lot of fun to not only watch, but also broadcast for that matter. So we're certainly proud that we can provide these services for our viewers and the fans of the teams watching. So
I can say for certainty that some of the most memorable games that I've done have been at the JV or C level. That is for sure. Woo-hoo! How about the defense right there?
For which team?
Both.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a fan of defensive basketball, you're going to be rewatching about that 45-second segment for a long time. And there's another steal.
And if he had another foot, he would have dunked that.
I'm loving the atmosphere in here, too. You can hear both these benches really getting into it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a packed house in here.
Yeah, for Minnesota still having limited fans allowed and all that good stuff, there's a good showing here from Breckenridge. I see a lot of green on the far side of the gym to the left side, with all the Barnesville fans to the right side of the far side of the gym there. And You look over there, and you could almost say that it's possibly 50-50. Breckenridge only about maybe a 35-minute drive from Barnesville, but still a great showing for Breckenridge here on this road game for the Cowboys.
These fans can travel, and they can make their presence known, too. Wow.
7:09 to go and 32-29, and we have another foul. It's the 15th foul on the Breckenridge Cowboys. I've said this in previous broadcasts, but some of my favorite broadcasts to do, like if they pop up on the schedule, I'll do everything in my power to make sure that I'm the one at that game, because if it's Barnesville-Breckenridge, Barnesville-Perham, or Perham-Breckenridge, those are the games that I want to do, because those games usually result in a lot of fun and a lot of excitement, regardless of what the final score is. So.
Yeah, you want to talk about one of the great rivalries here in Minnesota high school basketball. I mean, these two teams, they've treated us to some great games over the years. I think we'll be talking a little bit more about that in the varsity game as well. And you look at the previous meeting between these two teams in the varsity game.
And you look at these players playing here, and in a year or 2 years from now, this same group of kids will be playing on the varsity, replacing these graduating seniors. And if they're playing this caliber of basketball right now, just imagine once it gets fine-tuned by their coaches a little bit and they move up to varsity and bring that same energy to varsity. That's what makes these like Barnesville-Breckenridge matchup so great, because it's a rich, deep history. You can have players graduate and you have new players step up, and the rivalry continues. So. It's giving you a little bit of history lesson there, Eric, but timeout on the floor. It's a 3-point game, 6:27 to go. We're back in 30 seconds.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI: we strive to meet your goals. OSPTI, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
All right, welcome back. It's a 3-point game here, and Breckenridge has the ball and that 3-point advantage. Looking at the roster here, I don't have a number 10 for Breckenridge. I believe it's Jack Johnson. Yeah, okay. That's have to pull down the varsity roster, and there he is. So. Once again, broadcast coverage of CJV and varsity basketball brought to you by our friends at Superior Builders, along with Midwest Bank, Red River Grain in Breckenridge, Dean's Bulk Service, OSPTI with locations in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls, along with the Barnesville Takedown Club and State Farm agent Amanda Frederick on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge. 5:55 to go, 32-29 is our score. Breckenridge patiently looking for that open shot, and they may have just got it, and they did. Alex Ohm with the triple.
That's what we saw a lot of here in the first half. A lot of those catch-and-shoot looks. Breckenridge hitting another 3 right there. That's certainly been their go-to on offense.
See if Barnesville can respond. That's Bredman, and that one got tipped into the backboard, and now a quick pass up court, and I believe that'll be Breckenridge ball. Thought for a mere split second there that I believe that's Murtis, who's number 5, may have touched that one going out of bounds, and the referee maybe had missed it. I had the better view from the backside angle than the official did from the front side angle, and I think Breckenridge got a free possession here, but we respect the officials' calls. They're human just like I am, and they can't see everything like I can't see everything either. So,
yeah, some of those are definitely bang calls right there. Of course, here in high school, we don't have the privilege of instant replay either for the referees.
Well, I mean, if the referees want to come up here and hit the instant replay button, we are, as a matter of fact, I need to double check that, but we might have it ready for the varsity game. So, and if we do, we'll use it.
Absolutely. I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing a lot of instant replay worthy plays in that game, if this game is any indication.
Well, let's just see. Let's take a look at that foul and see if it's working or not. Nope, it's not working. Let's go back to our live camera. So we'll get that fixed for the varsity game. It won't take too long. I didn't realize those settings didn't export along with the rest of the things that export when you put together a game broadcast. So
big free throws coming up. I should say free throw, I suppose it's a 1-and-1, potentially free throws, but big here at the line.
Another nice free throw there by Bredman.
He's just such a fundamentally sound shooter, both from the line and just on the floor with his jump shot too. You could tell jump shooting is something that can really be learned, and you can tell he's put in a lot of hours on it.
That one left off the front of the rim, and Suter will get the rebound. 2 passes later, into the hands there of Braden Bredman to Zach Bredman. 4-2, Braden to Zach. 2-4, Zach to Braden. And 2-14 is a charge.
Boy, I don't know about you, but I can probably count up about 5 or 6 total charges between these two teams now here in this game. That's got to be a record of some sort, at least from my own personal experience here.
Yeah, that's one stat I don't keep track of, and maybe I should. You know, maybe we could add that column to the record books on our website there. Most charges by a team or a player in a single game.
Yeah, I'd always be curious too to see what players would be at the top if certain players are more inclined to take charges, especially depending on their position. You know, you're looking at probably most likely going to be a lot of big men just because they're naturally down low and sort of in that position to take a charge when they're defending a drive. But definitely something that could be interesting to look at, and I think we've seen a lot of it in this game.
And I think he may have gotten away with a half step too much on that one, but otherwise, nice job there. I believe that's Dallin Ernst with the bucket for Breckenridge. 37-31, 6-point advantage. I wasn't here for the first half, but I know in the second half neither team has had a double-digit advantage yet.
Well, I know Breckenridge actually, they jumped out to an 11-point lead pretty early in this game, but since then it's been kind of like this where Breckenridge has had the lead for the most part, but Barnesville has just been right there, and you get a feeling they get a few stops and scores, and they're in prime position to take the lead.
37-32 with that free throw, and 4:02 left in the second half, according to the gym here, and 4:02 left in the first half. But I'm pretty sure it's the second half. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save and Sea stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
All right, welcome back. 37-32, a 5-point lead here in the junior varsity game, brought to you by our friends down in Breckenridge at Superior Builders, Red River Grain, OSPTI, and State Farm agent Amanda Frederick, and our friends in Barnesville, Midwest Bank, Dean's Bulk Service, and the Barnesville Takedown Club, proudly supporting Barnesville Trojan Wrestling here on Magnitude Sports. as well as wishing the best of luck to all the other Trojan athletic teams. Breckenridge will have the ball here. It's Alex Sanchez who will trigger the inbounds pass. Nice pass down low and baseline jumper up and in, out of the hands of Alex Ohm.
You're right on, that was a great pass right there. Great vision to pick out the open man right away. A lot of times you see, especially at the high school level, you know, a guy will be wide open, but they might not pick him out right away, but definitely was able to there. Sometimes you look at they're late to the pass and maybe you don't get as open of a look, but certainly not the problem there. And how about, speaking of open look, how about that 3-ball right there? And it's just a 4-point game, so buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be in for a fun ride to the finish. I believe he's fouled on the 3-point shot there.
Well, I was just giving this update here. The C-team game is over, and Barnesville pulled away with a 45-27 win over the Breckenridge Cowboys. So that one has gone final, and this one about 3 minutes away from going final. At least we think. Maybe we'll have an extra session. You never know.
I feel like this would certainly be one of those games to go to OT. It certainly has that feel right now. For the record, I've actually never done an overtime game here before, and would certainly not be opposed to seeing more of this game because we've been treated to some great basketball here.
I have this feeling that either today or tomorrow you might see an overtime game. So
I certainly hope we're right here because that would be awesome.
I have to look back on my notes and our final scores page to be sure, but I'm not sure if we've had an overtime game in varsity this year. I think all the overtimes have come in C and JV here on Magnitude this winter sports season. So now I could be wrong on that. Maybe I'm forgetting about a particular game, but.
Well, did Davies West Fargo, did that one go to OT?
Oh yeah, yes, it did go to OT. I wasn't at that game.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, of the games I've been at, it didn't go to OT. So. Maybe I should leave. It's a 2-point game now, 39-37. You know, I don't know if you've ever been to Breckenridge, Eric, have you? Or
I don't think so, no.
Well, you know, that play that happened over on the far side there kind of reminded me of, I can't remember the name of the establishment. But it's on Minnesota Avenue, and it's I got to be careful with my choice of words here on this high school broadcast because it's MSHSL regulation that I don't use particular words. But they have a lot of pinball machines, and I'm wondering if some of these players have gotten the pinball practice in and it's converted over to the basketball court. So.
Big-time free throws coming up right here for Johnson. And he's certainly the man you want taking him right now.
Nicely done there. Back to a 3-point lead.
You mentioned earlier how full it was. I mean, more and more people are starting to file in. I feel like we're going to be in for a rocking atmosphere here tonight.
Yeah, no, like I said, right now, you look across the gym and, you just eyeballing it, it kind of looks like 50-50. If there were 100 people over there, 50 of them are for Barnesville, 50 are for Breckenridge. So it's a pretty good showing here tonight for both teams, and that goes slightly in credit advantage to Breckenridge since the other fans live here in town. They don't really have to travel. That was a nice shot there by Carson Hagan.
That's exactly what Barnesville needed, a quick bucket there. Look at, they're only down 2 right now, but with the way that the Cowboys' offense has been, I will say, maybe not necessarily streaky, but they seem to have hit their stride a little bit, getting a few more buckets. We certainly don't want to waste too much time trying to trim into this lead.
Well, they have a chance to tie it here if they can control the possession, and Bredman will
skip the pass down low. Suter and one. 41-41 and a chance for Barnesville to take the lead.
Boy, this Wyatt Suter is something else. We've seen him make a lot of strides based on the fact that he's been getting a lot more time here in varsity, but man, he has come alive here in the second half, and that's so far, I'd say, the play of the game.
Unless you're a Breckenridge fan, that's not the play of the game.
See if they can get the lead here from the stripe. Been a solid shooting night from the free throw line for Barnesville in this one. Certainly hasn't been something that's hindered them.
Well, they're discussing at the scorers table here if Alex Sanchez has 4 or 5 fouls is what the discussion is. Scoreboard in the gym shows 4, but he did go to the bench, and I saw the official, and I saw one of the scorekeepers put his hand up with 5 fingers. So I'm guessing he is fouled out, but that's unofficial.
That's a tough break for him because he's played an amazing game. You look at the stat line might not have anything like too flashy. He doesn't have like 20 points or whatever, but he's done so much on the defensive end. He's just really, in my opinion, been one of the heart and souls of this team, and we've seen it a lot. He's taken a few charges as well. I'm a big fan of the way he's played today.
Suter in midair. I think he was trying to be a little bit too creative there. I think if he would have just came down to planet Earth and then put that in off the glass, it would be 43-41 right now. But
yeah, the way the defense has gone, too, I think he might have had that mental clock ticking a little bit too fast in his head. He had time to try and catch it cleanly, but I don't blame him for thinking he doesn't with the way that Breckenridge has been blocking shots down low.
.41 with 1:12 to go. And Breckenridge will get the lead back there off that free throw by Peterson. Gavin Peterson. 6-foot sophomore. And back-to-back free throws. Nicely done there by Peterson. And now it's Barnesville's turn to tie it up again. Or with Bredman, if you can get an open look, maybe take the lead.
Certainly a lot you can do on offense here. If I'm a Barnesville coach here, I wouldn't be opposed to trying to go for the lead here, because even if you miss, you'd likely still have one more possession. I say that as it gets stolen away.
Yeah. And a little bit of harassment there, and I missed the call. I saw the ref point the direct. It's a foul, okay. It's a foul, okay.
Wow.
So the ball's going to go back to Barnesville.
Looks like Baker's going to have 2, actually, because they're in the double bonus. So that is massive.
Looks like Gavin Peterson picking up his first personal. Peterson talking to the official there to get an explanation for why the foul was called. I have to be honest, I would have asked for the same explanation because I'm still not sure what happened. I looked down for a split second, heard the whistle, looked up and saw the official point down to this end of the gym, and I did not see what happened before that.
Yeah, if I had to guess, just based on the way the play looked, I was trying to get the camera in position there. It looked like it must have been a reach-in based on the spot it took place, but just hard to say for sure. It looks like they'll get him a block there.
Yep, that would, in the sport of hockey, they would call that hooking. Aaron Baker will be charged with his 3rd. Go ahead.
Fortunately for Barnesville, though, they won't have to send him to the penalty box.
Yeah, for 2 minutes to play 5-on-4. That would be an interesting element to basketball if you had a man advantage. I really don't think it'd be that much of an advantage in the sport of basketball.
Yeah, when you think back to, I know this made headlines. I can't remember if it was a few years ago. I think it was Minnesota versus Alabama. And between like a bunch of injuries and I think Minnesota had a bunch of players foul out, they actually had to play 5-on-4 for a little bit. They ended up winning the game.
Oh, really?
If I remember correctly. So, crazy. Oddly enough, it actually has happened before, and I find it shocking that the team with 4 actually won, but that might shed some light and sort of credibility to that point there.
Mm-hmm. We'll keep it right here. Final 23.7 seconds to go here during the break. And once again, we're at 43-41. So I wasn't paying attention. Do you know, Eric, out of the timeout if the ball's going to Breckenridge or Barnesville? We both weren't paying attention. You don't have to say anything more. That sigh said it all. So you said the most in 0 words, and that's a world record. So 43-41 once again. Here is our score. Once again, our broadcast brought to you by Superior Builders, Midwest Bank, Red River Grain, Dean's Bulk Service, OSPTI in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls, as well as the Barnesville Takedown Club and State Farm Agent Amanda Frederick on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, bringing you broadcast coverage of the Trojans and the Cowboys today here on Magnitude Sports. And we hope that you are enjoying the broadcast, whether you're a Trojan fan or a Cowboy fan. I know we have a lot of fans down in Breckenridge. We've done a lot of Cowboy and Cowgirl games in several sports over the last couple of years, and received a lot of compliments from our friends down in Breckenridge, and we certainly appreciate that. And we certainly appreciate you sticking with us year after year to watch your teams play here on Magnitude Sports, whether it's at home or whether it's on the road.
I'm running out. Interested to see if they're going to start thinking about fouling soon.
They're going to call it on Baker, and that'll be his 4th.
It looked like for a sec they almost had a chance to try and get a tie-up in a jump ball, and if they did, that would have been massive because the possession arrow was pointing towards Barnesville. But I like the call on the foul there.
Well, if you're Barnesville, you're hoping for 1 of 2, and you just got the first part of that hope, and your second hope would be 0 for 2.
I think they'll certainly live with 1 of 2, though, especially when you look at the guy shooting the rock at the line. There you go.
So timeout Breckenridge, and it'll be Barnesville ball with 14.9. 44-41, 30 seconds. We're back with the conclusion.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Welcome back to Barnesville High School. 41-44 your score right now. The Cowboys up on top. 14.9 seconds remaining in this one. Barnesville with the ball with a chance to tie it here at the end. I know Mike and I were talking about the potential of seeing overtime. Well, we could have a chance right here if Barnesville can hit a 3 in this timeout right now. Barnesville talking over what their strategy is going to be, excuse me. Interested to see which number they're going to try and call here for this shot. If I was a betting man, I'd say give it to Zach Bredman.
Well, I'll give you this little bit of history, and hopefully I don't jinx history. Of all the firsts that have happened on Magnitude Sports, it has usually featured these 2 teams in one of the sports. So we'll see what happens here. It'd be our for the tie short, and a whistle. No, that'll do it. Well, I just drinks history here. Final score 44-41 in favor of the Breckenridge Cowboys in the JV game. That's going to wrap it up for JV. We'll get things set for the varsity game and be back in about maybe 5 to 10 minutes here with our pregame show here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. So new stream coming up. This one's going to end here in about 30 seconds.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.